The big lesson that I've learned, and I'm still learning every day, is that it's never too late. I think for a while I thought maybe I'd missed the boat on a lot of things, and now I feel like I'm 55 years old, but I've got a lot of life ahead of me still and a lot to accomplish. Well, it's an interesting story. I was on a plane to Calgary. I ended up sitting beside Dr. Yuri Chupa, one of the co-founders of Warrior, and ended up getting into a conversation and spent the next 3 hours kind of talking to each other and inviting us to a seminar. And about a month later, we went to a seminar.
When Stephen had met Dr. Yuri on the flight, he literally phoned me, I think from walking in the airport to the taxi, and his energy level was up and it was incredible, and he was going on and on and on how he met somebody, and he definitely had somebody to share what was going on in our lives at the time, and Stephen doesn't do that. So for him to open up, and then I went, what just happened? Like it was crazy, right? So so we hung up and we said goodnight, and then the next day he was still going on and on and on about this conversation that he had.
But the first seminar, I just remember going in and being really, not really understanding what was going on. So I kind of, was, and I felt a little out of place. And the morning I remember it was, seemed to be a lot of chiropractor stuff, and I thought, no, this isn't really. And so I do remember going for the lunch and being asked if we wanted to join. And I remember Dr. Yuri said, we prefer a yes or a no. I said, that's good for me. I'm a business guy. So I looked at Tanya and go, man, we're not doing this. So I said no. And he goes, okay, well, thanks for coming. I hope you'll stay for lunch, or stay for the afternoon session. And I said, yeah, we're here. I might as well stay for I took the day off. I might as well stay for the afternoon. So we went to the afternoon session, and Dr. Ed spoke that afternoon and talked about the alignment of the body, the soul, and the spirit, and among other things, but that's what I remember. And
which really hit home.
Yeah, hit home for us with everything we talked about. We were trying to work on all those things, and it kind of showed it all on one thing. Oh, that's kind of what I get that. So
it kind of started piecing, like the puzzle pieces started coming together in the afternoon. So it.
There was different times where other things were priorities certainly over God, and certainly over family even. But I would say that
we were doing our best to work through everything, except it just every time that we kept trying harder and harder and harder, it seemed to get more difficult. Being in Warrior really opened up just having the intent and choosing life and not choosing death, and seeing the light and not seeing the darkness. And Warrior brought in just deepening in our hearts of love and compassion for others, and knowing that they're hurting too, just as much as we're hurting, and we all bleed red. Like it was just, so Warrior brought a lot of grounding into our lives. Cute. Yeah, that was right after my father had passed away. That was a couple weeks afterwards, and we had gone to the Toronto Aquarium, somewhere I wanted to go really badly, and Stephen took us there. A couple of our family came with us, and it was one of the wonderful moment right after, a little bit of sadness prior to that. So it was a nice day.
Since I joined Warrior, I've lost about 30 pounds. So, and I didn't go on a diet, so I still like to eat ice cream, and so it was just mostly just from running. I've now run pretty much every day. So still hard. It's still not something I'm in love with, but I do it. So we started to do that. I would say love, like I just, even, despite anything that we've ever had issues, which we've had lots of trials and issues in our marriage over 25 years, but I think we've always loved each other a lot, and even, that was a tough time for us right there, but I see Tanya and I just see how much we love each other, so. Yeah, we're excited about the future, and excited about our family. We're going to be grandparents hopefully this weekend and next couple of weeks, and we get someone told me that grandkids are God giving you a second chance. So we're going to take it. We're not going to miss any of that. So
like being more aware of our walk, right? So that's what Warrior does too. Just
I think
being accountable.
When people ask me, I think for me it's really trying to be more intentional about everything we do. So I think I kind of let life happen for 25 years or so and just kind of floated through. And then now it's like, you know, the days go by quickly. We don't have a lot of time. So just every day trying to make sure that it starts strong in the morning and right till, you know, time to shut her down at night. Then we, you know, they're being intentional about who we talk to, what we do, making the best use of our time. And we still have lots of free time. We still enjoy, you know, going to the cottage together and just relaxing for a weekend. It's not like we're always on the go, but just being more intentional about everything we do, and just truly putting God first in everything we do, and knowing that that's going to flow through the rest of our lives. To, you know, and it's definitely it's happening. It's working. So.
I'm Tanya Clements, and I am Warrior.
I'm Stephen Clements, and I am Warrior.